Tandem, A Tale of Shadows, featuring Emma, a snoopy 10-year-old who idolizes the vanished magician Thomas Kane, and co-starring Fenton, a teddy bear with a shadowy background. Can they solve the mystery of Thomas's whereabouts before it's too late? And will they survive endless harrowing experiences along their way? Let's get right into this one, but before we do, if you like indie game reviews and countdowns and want to see more, click the like button and subscribe. Both things help our channel grow and also help our videos get shared to other indie game fans like you, so thank you. Tandem is a puzzle platformer and one of the best that I've played recently, even including some challenging platforming sections that I had to try multiple times in order to complete. As Emma, you'll explore the lower areas of each location as you enter the Kane mansion, from the gardens ascending through the boiler room and kitchen, and so on, and she'll have to avoid the many thematic hazards that impede her way. In the gardens, strange spiders with laser eyes will try to wrap her up for a tasty treat, and in the boiler room, some strange liquid goo with eyes seems to be following her every move. Not only will you be trying to avoid these threats, but in every room of each location there's a crystal key, which Fenton will need to collect in order for the two to progress. Fenton, being a teddy bear destined to stay in the shadow realm, can only move in 2 dimensions and can walk on top of shadows, but not in them. And this is where the beauty of Tandem's puzzle platforming really starts to shine. Emma carries a handy lantern and can cast shadows around each room in order to help Fenton reach the key. You'll be switching back and forth between the two characters frequently, but this mechanic is the basis of the game and it works splendidly. Oftentimes these solutions to each level weren't evident at first glance, but at the same time, I never felt just stuck on any level. At most, a level took me 10 minutes to complete and never broke my brain, and all but a few early levels were rewarding to figure out. Especially when you get to some of the later levels that require some faster platforming and precise timing in switching between the characters and triggering actions simultaneously. The more I played, the more I was having fun with the platforming and feeling in a groove with the mechanics. I think this game is launching at the perfect time of year, just before Halloween, as the entire setting is macabre, but in a cartoonish way, similar to movies by Tim Burton and Henry Selick like The Nightmare Before Christmas and Coraline. The rich colors and the balance of light and shadows which pervade the gameplay all contribute to this spooky mood, not to mention the many dangers that lurk in the shadows and crevices of the landscape too. I'm not a horror fan, but I love this setting and style, creeping forward towards the red eyes of a spider, wondering how close is too close, until suddenly it's chasing me with nowhere to run, and then you respawn and move forward with that knowledge, hoping not to encounter another giant spider anytime soon. Hidden in the beautiful architecture and scenery are paintings, which you can collect to be showcased in your gallery at the main menu. In my couple hours of playing, I only managed to collect one, although I found a couple others and simply didn't have the patience to pursue them. There is an overworld map of sorts too, which shows off each area and allows you to re-explore earlier levels for any hidden secrets or art pieces. The music is also incredible, featuring dissonant tones with lots of chimes, kind of haunted music box vibes, and that's just in the garden section. As you progress to new areas and rooms of the house, the music changes to fit the mood, featuring heavy organ tones in the boiler room, which also for some reason features an organ in the overworld map. Emma is voice acted too, if you're curious.
This basement looks like the Nautilus. Hope that's not so scary.
And if I have one minor complaint about the game, it's that the story just doesn't progress very quickly, or at all, in the first couple hours. Through the first 2 locations, there's almost no mention of Thomas or revelations of his whereabouts, with most cutscenes focusing on how the characters are progressing to the next location and a little speculation about that. With the story being introduced in the opening minute of the game as an epilogue of sorts, I would have liked to see more of this story driving the narrative and focus of the game. The story is fun, and while nothing revolutionary, it's a good one that sets the stage for the mysterious mansion you're exploring, and also gives credence to why this teddy bear can walk and help Emma. He did fall out of the magician's carriage, after all. So the question is, should you play Tandem, A Tale of Shadows? I recommend it. The gameplay mechanics are solid and challenging, and the platforming especially just gets better with time. The art is perfectly grim, and the soundtrack works well with it, changing to fit each new location, which I really love. If you're looking for a spooky game to settle down with this Halloween, but one that won't make you run to bed after turning the lights off, look no further than Tandem, A Tale of Shadows. Check out this video on the left for one of my favorite games of the year, or watch the playlist on the right for 10 great indie games from every single month. See you on the other side.